Hey folks, we're going to make this brief. This is with our new three-piece assembly. We're going to show you about how long it takes to actually put these pins in. So we're going to do this in real time. Joel, on you. Okay, this will be a short video on how to assemble the desk. We'll start with essentially three components. You've got the base cabinet, you've got the knee panel / pencil drawer assembly, and then the desk top, which we'll just have over on the side over here. And our first step is to get them in proximity to each other and put the pins in that join the base cabinet to the knee panel assembly. We're going to show you that's a matter of just pushing the pins in and slapping a piece of tape on them to keep them in place while you assemble. And of course we're going to try to do this all in real time. Here's the pins. Go ahead. Now we'll just put a piece of tape over them because that way they don't pop out, hopefully, when you're trying to tighten them up with the knee panel. Okay, and now you're ready to join the two main pieces. Of course, all the holes are pre-drilled. Should slide in pretty easy. You might need to just double check and make sure that your pins are securely seated from the other side before you tighten the cams. Okay, then you can come around to the back or reach across, turn in a clockwise direction. It's about 3/4 of a turn. There's a flat on the cam. You don't need to over tighten it for it to get its maximum strength. Just want them snug. And then we have a small L bracket in the back to reinforce that. And we're just going to show you what that's like. We're not going to actually. You want to drive the screw anyway? Alright, so that's where you drive the screw. It's a square drive screw, so it's, fairly quick. Okay? And then basically those two units are assembled. Okay, and then to continue to reinforce the joint, we're going to add some male-female bolts. The holes are going to be pre-drilled, and you just need to tap them in from one side. Go ahead. And it'll go through into the base cabinet, and then we'd have the mating screws that you'd tighten than the other holes on in the side of the base cabinet. Okay, and then that's good for now. That's just one. There's going to be two. All right, so now you want to get it in close proximity to where it's going to live, and then you can work on getting it close to level. So we'll show you that real quick. Now, the new leveling feet that we have are accessed through the deck of the cabinet. So use a flat-bladed screwdriver, and then you can turn them in or out to get the cabinet level. We're going to recommend that you do the outside feet on the cabinet, and then the 2 feet on the panel leg, and then you can ultimately then just drop or raise the ones in the middle as necessary. The desk is fairly light right now. You shouldn't need any leverage, but if you do, you can take a small pry bar or something similar from the inside and just give yourself a little bit of leverage to take the weight off of the foot as you turn it in or out. And now we're ready for the top. We'll start by putting some coal boards that just want to space the top off the desk. You just put maybe 2 on the base cabinet end and 1 on the panel leg end. But at this point, you could put the top upside down on the desk and just run your screws in. But this is what we're talking about as far as the pins. Okay, Joel, go ahead and put it down. So he's going to place it on top of the desk using the coal board as a spacer, which then allows him to kind of look at either end and make sure that the holes are going to line up. Gives you some time to adjust it comfortably. Do the same thing here. And once you got them lined up, you know, you can start on either end, I suppose, but it might be easier to start on the panel leg end. Lift and pull your coal board out, since it's just one, and then do your final alignment and drop your pins in the holes. Okay, so one side's down. Do the same thing on the opposite side. Okay, so now the top is down. Okay, so we'll pick up where we left off. The first thing we're going to do is tighten all the cams that hold the top in place. Alright, so that's it. Now we're going to put one bracket, or we have a bracket rather, that, a couple more cams, sorry. That's right. Alright, and then we've got a bracket in place that'll be attached to the panel leg, and then you just run a couple of screws, which were included, up into the top to reinforce that joint. Okay? So now the top is basically on and done. We had to leave off a couple of the drawer slides just to get access to the cams. So those go in with 2 screws each. Again, slides and screws included. Just a system screw into the pre-drilled holes. This is for a Metabox slide, so it goes in the top holes. Alright, and that's the left, and of course the right would be the same. And then basically that's it. And you pop your drawers in. Oh, the toe kick. So again, the toe kick just clips in place. We leave it off until you're basically have it located where you want to, because it limits your access to actually move the desk. It's a nice ledge when you have to move it. So that'll snap in place, and that's done. And then we're going to include some fast caps to cover the holes, which really aren't important if it's a drawer cabinet, but if it's a drawer over door or something, we're going to have some caps that you can cover those access holes with. So those are just self-adhesive, and is that it? I think that's it.
That's it.
Good to go. All right, any questions, give me a call, 336-449-1200. Thanks.